Okay, so this video is designed to help you kind of work at your own pace when we're talking about making DNA to RNA to proteins, which makes up the traits that make who you are. So the first thing we want to practice is going from what we call DNA to mRNA. And mRNA is small enough to leave the actual cell. So we're going from DNA to mRNA. Okay, oops, excuse me. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is the pairing rule. We know that A goes with U, C goes with G, G goes with C, and T goes with A. So I've done the first one for you. The first letter we had was, T. Excuse me. So T goes with A goes with U, C goes with G. The next three we got to do are G, A, A. Okay, so G goes with C. Pardon. G goes with C. Rule down here below. Okay. And if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it as you move it. There are some text boxes in here for you to work with if you need them. Follow along with me, or you can work ahead if you're feeling pretty good. The next three is A, G, A. Once again, following our pairing rule, A goes with U, G goes with C, A goes with U. A goes with U, G goes with C, it goes with U. This is how we get DNA to RNA. Next three, T, G, A. So we got T goes with A, G goes with C, A goes with U. I'm just following the pairing rule down here below. So next we want you to try these last four on your own. You can go ahead and pause the video if you need to. And then once you finish this page, have a teacher check it. And then we can go ahead and move on to the next page. All right, so next one, this is a little bit trickier. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier. We're going to go from mRNA, which leaves the nucleus. And now we're going to actually make the amino acids, which make up the proteins, which make up your physical traits. We're all made of proteins, right? So we need to make sure that our DNA makes the correct mRNA sequence, which makes the correct amino acid sequence. And the way we do this is by we're going to go, like in baseball, we're going to go through first base, second base, and third base to kind of figure out what the order is of our amino acids. So the first one we have is CUU, which we got from the previous page. Okay, and what I want to do with this is I'm going to go, I got to find C on first base, which is right here. So I know my answer for my amino acid is going to be somewhere in this quadrant. Okay, next I have my U. Change my color here. I got U. So I know I got to find second base over here. And I know got to be, so here's my U, all right? I know my answer now, because my U is here on second base. It's going to be somewhere in this box right here. This is where they kind of meet up at. And then my last one, third base, which is over here. Second base, third base. Here's my final U. Okay. So we kind of look for where all first base, second base, and third base would kind of cross paths. So I know that this, I follow over where my first box is. There's my answer. Because C, U, and U, they all cross paths. First base, second base, third base. They all cross paths, right here. So my answer would be leucine or leucine. I think I'm saying that correctly. That one would be L E U for that first one. Let me erase this stuff. And then we'll get ready for our next one. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need some extra help. Always pause it. All right. So next, we're going to do this one down here. UCU is our next one. Once again, we go in order of first base. So our first U is going to be right here. There it is on first base. I know my answer is going to be somewhere in this row for sure. Okay. Second base is C. I got my C right here. So I know my answer where they U and the C would cross paths in here. And then U. So UCU, there's my final U. Where do they all kind of intersect at? All three intersect first base, second base, third base, right there in the SER. So the mRNA UCU codes for the protein serine, I think it's how it's pronounced. Don't worry about the pronunciation, just worry about if you can follow the code correctly. That would be SR. And I will do one more here before I let you go on your own. If you're feeling good, you can go ahead and just keep working ahead on this page. Make sure a teacher checks it for you before you move on, so you have all the correct answers. So the next mRNA we're looking at is ACU, first base, second base, third base. So we got ACU, first base right here is A. We know it's going to be somewhere in this row for sure. Our next letter is C. So first base, second base, I got my C right here. Just following down where they intersect at, somewhere in here. And then my last letter is U. ACU. It's right here. Boom. THR is that amino acid. Sorry, the sun's in my face here. So the last one will be THR. Okay. I want you to try the rest on your own. If you need help, ask us for help in a breakout room. We expect everyone to get everything 100% right because you may have done this before, it may be brand new, but we're learning how to make code for those proteins to make up your traits. So try the rest on your own. All right, and last, we're going to put it all together. We do all the steps in once. We go from DNA to mRNA to amino acid to a color, which kind of represents, represents your actual physical traits. So the first thing we have to do is get our mRNA for GAA. Figure out what that code is. So following my base pair rule again, G goes with C. A goes with U. A goes with U. I'm just following along with this rule right here to get my DNA to mRNA, as you did on the previous pages. The amino acid. So what does CUU actually turn into in terms of an amino acid? So we got to go first base, second base, third base. So first base is C, and then we got to go. So we know it's going to be in this row right here. Second base is U. We know for sure it's going to be down here. And then lastly, we got a U, third base, which would be another U. So that's LEU. So I'm going to get my LEU in there. Okay, I'll be leaving in 1 second. Sorry, I'm making a video. And then, so lastly, we got to find what color does that amino acid represent. So LEU, that is short for, let's see here, if I can get it quickly. LEU is code for leucine, and that is the color red. All right, so I'll do one more, then you do the rest on your own. And these will be different than on the previous page, so you can't just copy. So next we got AGA. AGA, following our base pair rule. A goes with U, G goes with C, and A goes with U. So A goes with U, G goes with C, A goes with U. Now we got to go first base, second base, third base for UCU. First base is U, second base is C, third base is U. So we know it's going to be where they all would meet up at. Be right here. That's that SER, serine. So we got SER. And serine is the color white. There we go. Okay, so if you need help, ask for help in a breakout room. If not, go ahead and try the rest on your own. Make sure you cheat your text when you're done. Answer all the questions, and then you'll be done for the day.